Recently was part of a situation
Wow.
where a girl in a high school in Philadelphia, we found her in the girls' bathroom, wrist slit.
Wow.
Guess why? Her boyfriend broke up with her. That is how desperate a lot of our girls are because of the absentee fatherism. And when I say fatherism, I don't just mean her biological.
Right.
I'm saying black men.
The community.
Because here's the thing, Brother Nick. Every woman on the planet Earth, and of course I'm focusing on my sisters, but I want what's best for the others as well. But I'm gonna focus on us. Every black woman needs a black man who genuinely cares and loves about her, who doesn't want what's between her legs. You understand me? Yeah. Normally, that's your father, but a lot of them, the fathers ain't there. That could be your grandfather. He might be an ancestor. Right. That could be your uncle. He might be stationed off in the military zone somewhere. You understand? Facts. Every girl needs a man who's intimately in love with him, but not sexually.
Right.
When she don't get that, she go looking for that. Right. And that's why we got a teenage pregnancy problem in the black community. Right. If we didn't have a fatherlessness problem, there would be no teenage pregnancy problem. Yeah. Teenage pregnancy is not about sex. Right. It's not about promiscuity. Yeah. It's about a girl looking for the father's validation. And because he's not there, she goes shopping elsewhere.
All right, every woman needs a man who generally loves and care about her, but not sexually. Go ahead, Trev.
Yeah, so what he's mentioning right now, I'm going to bring right back to Shannon's point about the beauty situation. During that time period, the beauty industry was one of the very few industries that did not see a dip. And people are inside and home. How the hell is that, right? And
Kylie Cosmetics.
The word he used was validation. Women... Well, young ladies have become addicted to this validation. They see a way of getting it through the social media now. And us as men, sometimes we contribute to that wrong validation. And it's problematic. And these women, these young ladies definitely need fathers in their lives. We could go over and over about every single metric that is worse without the father being present, or at least some prominent male figure that's in their lives that could not just want to take advantage of them, but be able to teach them, right? Show them their worth, tell them that they are beautiful. So they're not searching for this validation, right? Learn the nature of men and what to look for and what not to look for and how to be respected and be respectful. These are And that's one of the things too. And that's what makes them pretty much not value men in the first place. They never had them in the picture. So why would they feel like they ever need a man if they weren't around doing anything positive to contribute to their lives? Why would they appreciate a man? So it's extremely important for them to have that. And we have to figure out different ways of breaking that vicious cycle, right? It's a terrible thing to hear stories like what he was talking about in Philadelphia. What could we do to counteract that? What can we do as men to counteract that? Like, you know, most of us on the panel, or if not everyone here who has children, we see the importance of being in our sons and our daughters' lives, and we give them that time and we play with them. And some of us even wild out and paint nails and all that if you have to, right? Just to spend time with your daughter. Right. That's what we do. We do. Listen, I didn't do that. My wife is here, so I didn't have.
No, I be doing the tea party and playing dolls. I definitely play dolls.
Listen, I don't. Tea parties are real.
I saw that look, Chan. I fortunately haven't had to because my children have both parents. Fortunately, but we
don't you let me find a picture of you wearing a tutu.
Nah, you never see it. But it's important for us to be there, and we have to care enough, and we can't. We have to be responsible about it, man. Like, just be careful with your seeds. Be careful where you plant your seeds. Just understand that. Listen, man, even if you don't want that woman in your life, man, just try to figure out some type of amicable arrangement to where you can spend time with her, some one-on-one time, just to have that bond with her, because she's going to need that male bonding. That's not sexual. I truly believe what he said with that. That part is legit. He kind of threw me off before with the other subject where, you know, about the ADD situation, because that's different. Like, that's a neurological disorder, right? That affects your nervous system. So if you are diagnosed with with ADHD, then you probably have it, right? So I don't really want to. I'm not gonna harp on that too much, but we shouldn't be
Well,
over
no.
diagnosing.
Remember, there's a
Go
difference
ahead.
between ADD and ADHD. They added the
Oh, I
hyper
know.
on the
I know.
DSM-5, yeah. So they can. So sometimes the ADHD isn't necessarily a neurological. Where the ADD, you're right, ADD is. I think they threw the H in there, the hyper part, to reclassify it to get money. But that's just me. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Well, yeah, that's a money grab. That's a whole nother situation. That's a money grab. But our sons and our daughters, they need us, right? And females with just more impressionable, they're going to be more susceptible to that emotion, and sometimes make decisions. They're more likely to make decisions based on emotions, right? A lot of men will get through it. I can understand why he said the other demographic is out there like that too, because when they get them situations, they're not used to that. Like a lot of us, man, we grew up in the struggle. We were kind of built for that, right? So we've always experienced it. So like, if I had to go back to oodles and noodles, I'm gonna hate that shit, but I'm not gonna kill myself. Like I'm cool. Like I'm just gonna be like, damn, I gotta rough it, man. We're gonna have to rough this out. Whereas some people just can't fathom that. They can't see themselves ever being broken. You see a lot of people, like you saw the dude who jumped off the tower and all that. Once he realized he was gonna go broke, that was it for him. They can't face some type of circumstances. They're not used to that. It's foreign to them. Whereas a lot of us, we came up in the struggle and we had to bring it out the mud, or at least seen our parents get out the mud. And we had to do a lot. We had the hand-me-downs, right? I had the old sneakers, man. You know what I mean? I had to water those when I was younger. My parents couldn't really get that for me. But, it was a struggle. And got clowned for it. But I was used to it. And I'm like, damn, I'm going to try not to ever be there again. But if I had to, and it came down to it, man, I'm going to survive. I let it go.
So I think that I 100% agree with him that every woman, young and old, especially children, especially in their formative years, need somebody that does not view them sexually, that plays a male leadership role, that affirms and validates who they are, helps them understand their power and help them achieve the ultimate form of self-confidence, or forms of self-confidence to keep them where they can see themselves in comparison to the fake pictures online and be able to stay grounded in reality. It also sounds like there's a shortage of men in these homes, or a shortage of men that actually want to be, father figures to them. I wish there was a solution for the minority of men that actually care about helping the families to help those other families. Anyway, predators usually look to kids without a father figure around. The sexual assault, the getting indoctrinated into the gang life, all those things come from not having a male there to protect you from the outside world. Unless you just have the most rebellious kid ever, and there's probably a reason for that too. Yeah, as men, we gotta just figure out where we can help and fill in the gap. If you care, some people don't, but if you do care, you gotta figure out where you can help and fill in the gap. So, even if it's the small amount of time you around these kids, you try and instill something in them that they can carry with them to the next time you see them. And if you with them every day, make sure you reinforce it. Personal affirmations and stuff like that to make them see themselves in a light that's extremely positive.
See,
So,
There was a solution, Marcus.
Yeah, the solution is a community. The solution is rebuilding the community. The solution is modifying the culture. This is happening like that because of what it is that's the norm. Look at it's just looking at the shit that we make the norm is destructive. So anybody is gonna fall victim to it.
Viz, what percentage of men would you say are in a position that they can step into a household and be a positive change for those kids and that woman?
You said what percentage of men can do that? What as of like right now?
Yeah. If you was to say like, I think all the men are in a position to adequately come in, emotionally regulate, help the mom get things on track, and still disciplining the kids, provide a valid role model and example for those kids. What percentage of men you think it is?
So I'm honestly I'm not a percentage and stat person. You know, I let that be y'all thing, but I would say that it's 50-50.
More than that. It's more than that.
I'm
a lot of men that can step in and do that.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I think all men can, but are all men willing to? Are all men willing to invest what it takes to do that? So that's why I say it's 50-50, because you know what I'm saying, it's like one of these type of deals.
Well, I think Marcus is asking you about capability, not interest, but what percentage of single men are in a position that they can come in and be a positive and instrumental role in the life of a young child that doesn't have a dad around. I would argue a whole lot of single fathers can do that.
In that case, I would agree with you on that for sure. Because
and here's the thing: we used to I was a stepdad. My last wife, I met her, 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. Brought them in, raised them, bought them cars, gave them game. The game I give on this show, I gave it. You know, men in growing up, it was champion. You were champion to be a stepdad, because when you came into a woman's life that didn't have a man for whatever reason, you listen to him. The mother would instruct the child, instruct us. Because I'm 51, I'll be 52 next month. But when I was in the 70s, your mama told you, listen at him and follow what he say and do what he say, because he's here to make things better for us. We're going to respect him, so on and so forth. Something switched, and it wasn't the men. It wasn't like the men just got shiftless and didn't work no more, and we got lazy and just started becoming gangster rappers and shit. That wasn't the case, far and wide. Something changed. And what it changed was, I want to talk about what changed. I do know one thing: men ain't taking that deal no more. Men are like, oh, you know what? I know what y'all used to do, Shan. I know what your pops used to do. I know what y'all niggas did in the 80s. We ain't doing that right now. And so the young guys is looking at women with children because, and if they come in, do I have the autonomy to be able to take care of this child? Marcus asked, the men that could come in, okay, what does the guy get? Can he come in, put all his resources, all his knowledge, bring all his stuff to take care of that child? Does he get the autonomy over that child? Does he get to be able to discipline that child? Does he get recognition and credit from that child? Does the mother, in the event that the child wants to do something that the mother doesn't want him to do, but the father does he get the final say? So it's a whole lot of stuff that guys are saying, damn, the deal, I don't like this contract. This contract that you've given me is not that good. It's not the same one that my father had. The one my father had, the one my stepfather had was way better than the one that I'm getting today. The argument as to why that changed, that's a whole different show. But we had it. It's just not here no more. And now the stepdads aren't being championed like they were. Go ahead, JR.